Hi, we're here today with Dr. Vivian Onunkwo, and she is the Medical Director for Beacon Occupational Health. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Heidi.
So what we're doing is talking today about employers across the region. Employees are returning to work, some for the first time in months, and other businesses are still preparing to welcome employees back. So from the occupational health standpoint, what type of support are we providing businesses in both St. Joseph and Elkhart counties?
Yes, that's so Beacon has a very good resource, which is called the Beacon Playbook, which is a compilation of various standards and enhanced protocols related to reopening of businesses. So it's found on the Beacon website. It includes social distancing and protective measures, including the Occupational Safety and Health Administration guidelines, which is also important for businesses. The playbook is very important as it helps provide a safe and healthy condition for the returning workforce. It includes like capacity employee breaks, cleaning and disinfecting facilities and vehicles, and how to protect oneself and others, and use of protective personal equipment guidelines, infection and isolation protocols. It also has a checklist that will help employers. It has signages and it has screening tools too, which I think could be very helpful.
Yeah, this is an entirely different world we're living in today. So the playbook, these guidelines, checklists are super important for employers as employees go back to work. With the number of employers that you work with, Doctor, tell me about some examples that you've seen or heard about of those that are doing a really great job for their employees. What sort of examples can you give us?
Okay, so we work with over 2,000, almost 2,315 employers in the area, and a lot of them are doing an awesome job. Some of them have what we call like a pandemic response team with regular huddle meetings where they try to ensure that protocols are being adhered to. A lot of them do screenings for all their employees. Some of them even have isolation rooms for people that do get sick, while at work. They're all cleaning regularly, and they also respond to feedback. So if we find out, oh, for some reason we're seeing an increased number, they ask, what can we do? How can we improve? So we're seeing a lot of that in a lot of our employers in the area.
So that's some of the changes that you've seen, and those are some great examples of what businesses can do or are doing right now. What type of services does occupational health provide that really could benefit local employers? What other types of services, or what can we offer businesses?
Yes, so Beacon Occupational Health and Wellbeing Solutions, we've been helping employers through return to work screenings. We're also doing exposure screenings, both work-related and non-work related. We're also helping with policy and procedure reviews for these employers. Also, we serve as a physician advisor to a lot of these companies. So they call us with any questions or concerns that they have with guidance for this COVID pandemic. Our Wellbeing Solution provides on-site temperature checks for our employers, and also the PPE, which is the personal protective equipment training, because people need to know how on and done off their PPEs correctly. So these are all the things that we're doing to help our employers, and we're all in this together. So we want to see this through together.
Everything you're describing, characterizes for me. Businesses are not in this alone. We're there to help. And how important is this to business today?
Yes, I feel this is very important because every business wants to stay safe and have their employees safe and healthy when they return to work. So this is very important.
And this is the first time so many businesses and we are going through something like this. So I can just imagine they're probably pretty appreciative of the support.
Yes, they are. They are. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for mentioning the Beacon Playbook, which can be found on our website. And thanks for giving these examples of those businesses that really have it together as they're welcoming their employees back. Thank you for all your help and for this information.
Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate you having me on this. Thank you.
Thanks.